It's 2022. COVID, its reign and its lockdown may be gone, but the war is still not over. 2 years of lockdown, and only now students are finally starting to come out of their homes, but it's not easy. A study by Giovanni Buscetta and others in Italy has shown the effects of the pandemic has resulted in changing health perceptions, negative expectations from students about their futures, and a new approach to university life, with social distancing, remote learning impacting many emotionally and physically. More than 60% of students within this study who suffer from anxiety have experienced worsened symptoms.
The campus post-lockdown has definitely been a lot quieter. There's been a lot less students and there's been just a lot less things going on in general, which is a bit disappointing, I'd say, because I think previous to COVID, Swinburne had a pretty bustling social life, especially in comparison. So it's a bit disappointing for some of us students.
Could you tell me about your experiences of coming back to campus post-lockdown?
Well, I wasn't never really in campus, pre-lockdown. I was taking classes online. It was pretty shit. Can I say that?
Coming here has been pretty good. I prefer it this way because when I come to campus, I can meet a bunch of people. I bump into you, a bunch of people, and working here is more, when you're surrounded by people who are around you studying, it makes you more of, motivated to study. So I like it that way. A bunch of events always happen around here, so it's good.
I was a second-year student at the time, and it felt like my first year. And yeah, it was really nice because I haven't seen around in so long.
I can make a lot of new friends, and it's a good experience.
Lockdown was pretty tough, but then everyone made out of it. Everyone got out. We live and learn, I guess. Yeah.
Another study by Rina Rachel John and Rohit P. John discovered that due to lockdown, out of the 1,421 responses within their research, only 43% of people found lockdown convenient, while 60% of people could not focus on their studies.
Well, haven't you seen the tumbleweeds rolling down on campus when you first came back? Well, it's basically almost empty, this campus. One of the interesting things about online versus face-to-face communication is that we read each other. As we communicate, there are little signals, non-verbal ones, that we very quickly pick up and respond to. And there's two things about the online channel, the video conference channel. One of which is that it has a delay in it, and the other one is that you don't have a holistic perception of the other person. And then you just don't connect. And the other person feels it too. And that creates that distance. So I lost the richness of communication with my students. There's no space outside of the class, no chat before going in, no real Q&A afterwards. People just log off and go to the next thing.
Another report by Valeria Barada and others investigated student behaviors towards having to study online. When asked about what students disliked about studying online, most students would mention that they could not have practical classes and that they miss out on face-to-face interaction with their teachers and colleagues, as well as having to be in front of the computer all day.
Yeah, if I don't have any classes on, I don't really see a point in coming to campus because there's not a whole lot else. I feel like there's not that many actually active events at Swinburne. So if we had more of those, I'd probably come down to campus more.
So how do we attract students back, right? And I made the suggestion at one of our workshops in the faculty to say that more parties and free beer. But generally speaking, there needs to be an active and appropriate social component to campus life, to make it a resource.
It's just more that, we need some more activity on campus, some more life. So I'll be looking forward to really bringing campus life back, with my main goals as being more parties, more events. I really want to see more activation on campus, using the whole campus, really going for bigger and better events with high production value, but also at the same time having those external events that we can really have a good party. I think that's really important. And of course, the SSU is always open to making more welfare events and more welfare services and initiatives. Obviously, pushing up more of the Welfare Wheels program, food bank, making sure that none of us go hungry any day, and making sure that we have something on campus to look forward to. And I feel like with my leadership next year, I think, and my team, we'll be able to provide a lot more to students, I reckon.
COVID has still hit us, even way after the virus is gone. Will university come back to how it was? Will people start coming out of their shells? With people out there pushing and fighting to bring students back to campus, to bring us to a time before lockdown, where no one was scared of social distancing. It can only bring us hope. The future is unclear. But step by step, university life has to come back. And it's got to come back. Bigger and badder than ever.